Hey girl, I hope you're having an amazing day so far. I'm Kathy, your kinesiologist, and I will be with you for the next 8 weeks with some great strength trainings. In today's workout, we will establish the basis for the upcoming weeks so that we can build on strong foundations and add some challenges to our moves. We will start with a great warm-up to prepare our body and our mind for the workout. Let's get moving. Just start hopping side to side, and we will add some shoulders, elbows, and arms. So do nice circles. I want you to open your chest, go as big as you want. If you don't want to jump side to side, you could also walk or just stay here without movement and just focus on your arms. You choose whatever feels better for you today. We're gonna change our move. Let's go to the torso twist. So we're turning the shoulders all the way back. Don't force it though, just go smooth to start. Wanna make sure we're very gentle with the spine. You should feel a nice massage in your back right now. Feels really good to do that movement. That's why I like to add it in my warm-ups. You can have really loose arms or keep them high here as you prefer. Let's move to the next exercise. A hip opener with a shuffle. So open your hip, big circle here, and shuffle to the side. If it helps you, you can guide your knee with your hand or not. Do as you prefer. Very important for the workout today. I chose to work with time, so that means that you can go as fast or as slow as you want. You don't have to go at the same pace as me. So I choose what's good for me, and you choose what's good for you. Last movement, let's do a squat. So bring your feet hip width apart or a little larger if it feels better, and bring your hips down. I want you to keep a very straight position. Keep your head up, chest open, knees in line with your toes, and make sure here that the weight is in your heels. So you go sit back and down. We're gonna do a second series of all these movements just to make sure we are ready for the workout. So hop side to side and add the shoulders, elbows, and arms. Make sure you breathe well, and you can still smile. We have to have fun when we work out so that our brain thinks it's amazing and fun, and so we want to do it more. We're going to switch to the second move. Let's do the twist. Side to side. So you might notice that it goes a little further this time. The body is already a little warmer, and everything moves in a much softer way, if I can say. Make sure you breathe, transfer the weight from side to side. If you're getting dizzy because your head is going, just keep a focus in the front, doesn't matter. Hip opener, open and switch, open and shuffle. All right. So, just as a reminder, I might repeat it, but you choose your pace. You can go faster, slower, whatever feels better for you, because it's your workout, not mine. I'm only here to guide you. And let's have our last move, squat. Down and up. I want to make sure it's your hips going back before you bend your knees. Very important. Remember to keep a straight posture, to breathe, engage your glutes when you're coming back up, but don't go lock your knees at the back. Make sure you keep a little tiny bend in your knee there. We're gonna start their workout now. Couple seconds and relax. All right, so let me explain to you what we're gonna do. We will work in duo, so 2 exercises that we will alternate. We'll do 45 seconds each move, and we will have a 15-second transition to move on to the next move. And we will do 3 series in total of each duo. I have 3 duo for you. 1 minute finisher with a total body exercise. I think it's gonna be real fun. And then we're gonna do some core workout before we stretch. So let's get moving. You already know the first movement. It's the squat. So let's get ready. 45 seconds of squat. So now that we're actually working out, it's not the warm-up, your body is ready. You can go a little lower. And I'm gonna show you some options if ever you wanna challenge yourself or you wanna do a little more today or you feel that you're really strong at that movement already. So you could decide to just bounce down for 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go back up. So you choose how many bounds you wanna do. It's gonna add a little more work because you're under tension down here. I'll show you next time we do it another option that you could do. Couple more seconds before the next move. All right, so we have a 15-second transition. You can press pause, you can take a sip of water, do whatever you need in those 15 seconds. We're gonna go in a high plank position. So put your hands right under your shoulders, engage your core. So you wanna bring the belly button toward the spine. I wanna make sure you bring the shoulders down and that you open your chest. So sometimes we see a tendency here to have a round back. Make sure it's nice and straight. And also what I see sometimes is a camping tent like this. So make sure you keep your hips low, but not too low. You don't wanna look like a banana either. So keep it straight. It's a plank, that's why it's called like that. It's a straight line. Hips, shoulders, head. So you don't look at your belly button or your feet. Look straight between your hands and relax. So we're gonna do a second and a third series of these two movements before we switch. So let's get ready for the squat. I'll show you another option that you could choose. So we have the squat here, strong. So that's a very basic movement. But I find it important to do it today because we're gonna add some fun to it in the next weeks. So another option you could do, you could add some power. So if you want to jump here, you could. You don't have to jump every time. You can jump 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3, just to add some fun. You will notice that it adds some cardio as well, which is fine. It's not a problem. So you choose what option feels better for you today. Couple more seconds and we'll move on to our second series of plank. All right, make sure you shake your legs, shake your arms, go down to the floor. I will also show you some stuff you can add or do with the plank if you wanna make it a little harder. So go in your plank position. Make sure your abs are really, really tucked in. And if you want, you're strong already, you could tap the opposite shoulder. Or what other fun you could do is add a hip extension. Be careful here. It's gonna be very tempting to bring the hips up with you. But no, you wanna contract the glute and just lift a little bit and make sure that your hips are not shifting side to side. We're not dancing right now. We have to be very strong. So you can choose. You could also stay in the plank right here. Make sure you're strong and you breathe and relax. The plank itself is already a good exercise, so don't feel like you have to add more stuff to it. I'm just showing it to you so that you can add it if you want. Last series. So we do the squat. You choose. You do fast squats, you stay with me, slower, you add a bounce if you want, or a jump. So those are the 3 options that you have right now. So you can really, if you come back to that workout in a couple weeks, you can just do it a little different. Still the same workout, but because you have so many options, it won't feel like the same workout. Make sure you breathe. And as I'm telling you that, I'm telling it to myself as well. Whew. So it's normal that you feel your breathing accelerating, and I'm speaking. So Of course, it goes faster. We'll move to the last plank before we change our duo. So let's get ready. Hands under the shoulders. Contract your abs. Here we go. I didn't mention it. I just assumed that you were able to do 45 seconds. But if ever you feel there's tension in your back, you better take a little break, re-engage, and go back in the plank position. Make sure you open your shoulders. Your abs are tight. And remember, if you feel strong, you can add the tap or the extension. But you don't have to. Those are just options to add some fun to the workout. They're not mandatory. Couple more seconds. Stay strong. You can do this. And relax. All right, we're gonna move to our second duo now. We're gonna do some lunges. Just gonna pause this here. Take a little sip of water. Take one too, very important. All right, we're gonna do some lunges. I'm just gonna turn to the side so that you see my position from the side, but I'll do it from the front too. So I want you to step back and go down. So your front knee is gonna be on top of your foot. I don't mind if it's a little forward. What's important is that your heel doesn't come up and your knee doesn't fall in front of your toes. So it has to fall somewhere here, okay? So the knee really strong on top, and you wanna have a 90 degree at the back. You don't have to touch your knee to the ground, okay? It's not mandatory either. We're gonna switch legs. So up and switch, up and switch, all right? And we're gonna have a little combo for our arms as the second exercise. So let's get going. Alternate, lunge. And of course, I have some options for you. So you can go with me. You could do like we did in the squat, so add a little bounce. So it adds some time under tension here. Or you could decide to stay low, as if the ceiling was really close to your head. So when you do the switch, you stay low, so your quads are gonna be on fire. You could also jump. Can you believe it? I'll show you next time, okay? So let's finish this sequence here. Couple more seconds. And relax. Here's the move for the shoulders. Open, up, see a diamond shape, down and close. The trick is that we're gonna do it bending forward here. So make sure you have a strong back. Open, diamond, come back and down. So I wanna make sure your elbows are driving up. Here you wanna bring the hands together but keep the shoulders down and come back. Also very, very important, I want you to have a straight back. Okay, if your back is like this, so you can look at yourself in a mirror, in a camera. If your back is round like this, you're not gonna get the exercise right. So make sure that you can bring your hips forward. Imagine that you wanna bring here your tailbone up to the ceiling. And contract the muscles of your back here. And relax. All right, let's do our second series of the lunge. So I told you I would show you another way to add challenge. It's coming. So let's get going. Alternate your lunge. So switch. If you want, you could jump. So here you could jump feet together, or you could go all out and switch up and fall into a lunge, okay? Make sure that you're, how do you say that? Make sure you're not making too much noise because when we make a lot of noise when we're landing, it means that we're not absorbing the shock. So our body's taking it, it's not very good. So make sure it makes no noise. That means you're absorbing well, okay? So you have several options here for the same movement. Choose whatever you prefer. And relax. Breathe. When you add jumps, it's gonna add cardio for sure. Okay, so you can choose if you wanna just have no cardio today, don't jump. Bend over, straight back, and bring your elbows up. Diamond, come back, and down. So in this one, if you had little weights at home, you could hold them in your arms, in your hands, I mean. You could also use, tomato juice box in your hands. If you don't have any weights, any dumbbells, you could still add some weights. Bottle of water, that works too, okay? But just consciously bring your elbows as high as you can. You're gonna feel the work in the upper back. That's what we're working right now. And relax. All right. Third and last series for this second duo. Alternate your switch. Choose whichever option you prefer. It's your workout. Remember, you don't have to copy me at all. I'm only here to suggest you, give you some ideas, but then you do the workout, okay? So here, the basic move that we have is this one. Don't add anything to it if you don't master this one. That's the base, okay? So I told you at the beginning, we're establishing strong base today, foundations, because we're gonna add on in the upcoming weeks. So I want you to be strong in those basic movements. So if you feel that you're losing balance, don't add a jump, okay? Just stay there with me. Make sure you breathe. You're very tall. And maybe you still smile. Why not? It's fun to work out, right? It's so good for our body. Let's get ready for the diamond. So bend over. Contract your abs to have a very solid torso. Open, hands together, diamond shape here. Back and down. So the movement that works the most is when you come in the diamond shape. I want to make sure that you keep your shoulders down as much as you can, because if you bring them up to your ears, you won't feel the work in your upper body. Upper back, I mean. We have less than 15 seconds to go. Make sure also that your abs are strong, supporting your lower back. So if you feel the lower back right now, it's normal. It's stabilizing, so it's really okay. And relax. All right, let's move to our third and last duo, standing, because I have one on the floor later. Let's open and go in a Sumo Squad. So we're very wide. Bring your hips down and up. So we're not doing ballet right now. I don't want you to open your feet so large and that your knees are going forward. That's not what we're looking for. Respect the natural opening of your hips. That's where you want to go. So it might be here and it would be totally fine, okay? Choose what's good for you. We don't want to injure our body. We're working out because we love our body. We want to respect its limits. Yes, we're pushing a little bit to get better, but not too much so that we injure ourselves, okay? Very important. Pressing your heels, strong here, and let's go down. We're gonna do a high bridge. So bend your knees here, put your hands back. The position of your hand doesn't matter. Go with what is comfortable for you. Chest, shoulder at the back. Bring your hips up and down, all right? So that's the move. You could stay up here if that's enough for you today, or you go down and up. The challenge is really to open your shoulders, keep them down. You're gonna feel stretch in your shoulders for sure. Abs are tight too. Contract your glutes here. You're gonna feel the back of your leg, the glutes. Your arms might be working as well. I like exercises like this one because it's not only one muscle working, so especially that we have only 35 minutes together, let's make the most out of it and relax. We're going back up into the Sumo Squad. So open your leg, get ready, breathe. You're so tall, you're so tall. Press your heels in your mat or in the floor, go down and up. As we did in the previous squat, you could bounce here if you want. If you want to add some time under tension here, you could. Make sure you keep your hands off of your thigh, because sometimes we do it and we put a lot of pressure and we're not working as much. The posture is not as good, so make sure you could put your hands on your hips if you like, on the side, like a ballerina if you want to. Whatever feels good for your body, so you can go up and down. Could you jump? Of course you could. If you want, just add a little jump here. Why not? And relax. Let's go in the bridge. So we sit down, open. So it's normal if you feel a stretch in your shoulder here. Bend your heels, and here we go. Up and down. When you go down, we're just touching the floor. We're not like sitting. Make sure we stay engaged. We're just touching and coming back up. Could you do something to add some challenge? Of course. Why not doing it on one leg? Why not? If you feel strong in this movement and you want more, that's when you add the challenge. If you're not strong here yet, which is fine, everybody's at a different place in their fitness journey, and it's okay. Choose the option that feels good for you. But that is a little challenging, of course. So, last series. I don't know if it's getting hot where you are, but it is here, let me tell you. So even though we're not doing a cardio workout like we do with Justine on Tuesday, I still feel my cardio going up because I'm making you work big muscles. So of course, we're working really hard right now. So remember, you can bounce or you could jump. So if you want to jump, you could. Make sure, again, you're not making too much noise when you land, because that means you're probably landing on your heel and it's not absorbing the shock really well. So no noise if you jump. That's a challenge. So we're gonna go do the bridge, high bridge on the floor now, and we're gonna have a finisher movement before we stay to the ground for a little duo. So open, pressing your heels, and we are ready. Let's do it. Maybe you still have a smile. I hope you do. It's good. Sometimes I know workout can be hard, but we can always make it fun, okay? Put the music that you like, blast it in your ears in the house, whatever. You can dance in between our series. It's your song that you like. Take a break, dance it off. Totally fine, just have fun. All right, 10 seconds. Remember, I want you to be strong in this movement first before you add single leg, okay? And relax, shake it. We'll take just a little break. I want to show you very well what the next move is, because we're gonna have several movements put together. So it's like a finisher combo. We're gonna do a squat. So we go down in a squat. We're gonna walk to a plank. We're gonna walk to our elbows, walk down, walk back up, and bend your knees. Walk your hands back to the squat. From here, you can stand and start over, or just stay down and start over. You get to choose. So let's go. It's 1 minute as the finisher. Let's do it. So squat, walk to plank, go down to your elbows, come back up, and walk your hands back. You can stay here and go again, or stand up as you prefer. You could come down to your knees if you feel that high plank is a little too much for you today, and it's okay. We're at the end of the workout. Maybe you've had enough already, or you're still moving with me, so take the option if you need it. Make sure you have a strong core, and here the knees are bending. Very important. I don't want to see a camping tent, as I like to say. So here, I don't want the hips to go up. Okay, I want your knees to bend and you walk back. You can stand up if you want. Go back. We have 5 seconds. Stay with me until the end and relax. All right. That was fun, wasn't it? I'm crazy like that. So let's go on our side. We're gonna do a plank. So side plank. I'm sorry. So you can be on your knee or 2 legs straight. So let me show you. On the knee here. And if you feel very strong today, go on your feet. Let's go. So that's 45 seconds. We're gonna have 15 seconds to go back down and do the second move before we switch side. This one we'll only do it 1 time. So make sure here, you're gonna feel your shoulder. That's normal, okay? It's totally fine that you feel the shoulder. Try to open your chest and be strong. Bring the hips really high. Don't hesitate to switch. If you feel that your form is changing, your position is not as good, just come to your knee. You're still doing it and it's totally fine. It's better to choose an option that you can do well and relax than staying in an option that you can't perform so well. So let's lie down, head in your elbow here, bend your leg under, and this one we're gonna do like an infinite sign with the knee. Come with me. So you're gonna feel the glutes in this one. Make sure you open and you go back, okay? Here, that's where you're gonna feel the work in the glutes. I like to add this specific exercise because the glutes have a major role in our posture. So they're very important muscles for the posture. So that's why I like to add this little one. You should start to feel a little something in the glutes there. Maybe it burns a little bit. It's getting a little hot. It's okay. That's what we're looking for. And relax. So we're gonna switch sides and do the plank and then do the infinite sign on the other side. So you choose your option, on your knee or on your feet. Make sure your elbow is under your shoulder. Here, bring it up, open. Make sure here that you press your shoulder down. Nice posture, long neck. Shoulders are down. Hips are one over the other, so you're not like open like this. Bring it over. Make sure you feel the core here, so your obliques and your other transverse is really working. Don't forget, you can come to your knee. I really prefer that you stay in a good position and come to your knee and just having a bad posture on your feet. Very important to me. And relax. All right, go down. So head, I'm gonna try to do it here without losing the sound. Okay. We're gonna do infinite with the knee. So make sure you relax your head. I cannot really do it right now because of the little mic. This posture that I have is very comfortable, but it's not so good for your neck. So if you don't have a mic, right now just bring your head down on your shoulder and your arm. It's gonna be better. Make sure you go back. So I want you to feel the work in those glutes. Please keep your hand on the front here to support the movement, to help you balance. We have 10 more seconds to go. I hope you feel some work in the glutes there. And relax. All right. Come to your knee. to your knees. Bring your elbows down here. We're gonna do a little bit of a stretch. It's only 3 minutes, so please don't skip it. Stay with me. Cross your right arm over the left arm. Bring your hips to the right and feel the stretch on your right side. Take some deep breath and relax. Just enjoy the nice workout we had. Observe how your body's feeling. We're gonna switch side. Left arm over the right arm, hips to the left and down. So you feel the stretch on your left side now. And breathe. I hope you still smile. You should feel the stretch all to your right side, left side, I'm sorry. Come back together. We're gonna roll up and we're gonna stretch our quad. So come up slowly. All right, make sure you're not dizzy here. Grab your ankle and bring your heel to your glutes. I wanna make sure you keep your knees together. Push your hip forward so you feel the stretch in the quad. They worked hard today, so I want to give them a little stretch so that they're not so tense. Switch side. And I just want you to know that it's not because we're stretching this muscle right now that you won't feel sore in a couple days, okay? That has nothing to do actually. If you stretch or not, if you have to be sore because you work really hard, your muscles, you're gonna be sore anyways. So stretching is just releasing some tension, bringing the muscle back to its length that we want it to be, but it won't have any impact on if you're sore or not. We're gonna step back, warrior one position. So bring your hips forward, heel in the ground. Breathe in, bring your arms up, shoulders down. I want you to feel a little stretch here, so in the front of your hip, as you heel back, gaze up, shoulders down, breathe. And switch sides. This time, open your arms, bring your hands together, and bring your heart to the ceiling. It's gonna turn so you see, lift your hands as much as you can so you get a little stretch in your pectoralis. So this is good for posture. Breathe, open your heart. Smile if you want. I hope you're still smiling, girl. Open and relax. Take a deep breath. In and relax. One more, breathe in. And let it go. One more time. Let it go. And last breath together. Smile. Hands together. Bring your hands to your heart. You can close your eyes if you want. Just feel how good does it feel right now. I hope you're proud of yourself because you can be. You did that great workout. I am proud of you. So have a great day. Don't forget you can work out. You can do some cardio workouts with Justine on Tuesday at 11:30. And I will see you next week for another great strength training. Bye!